This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Cabo Jim Schaller.
Welcome, good neighbors, to episode number 167 of the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. Today we have good neighbors, Norm and Lindsey Dopfer from Roman Roofing. Welcome.
Hey, Jim, how you doing today?
I am doing awesome. Pleasure to have you guys on board here and interested to learn a little bit more about you. So let's jump right in, and why don't you share a little bit about what you do over at Roman Roofing?
Yeah, Jim, well, first of all, thanks for having us. We appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, if you want specifics, we're a predominantly residential roofing contractor here in Southwest Florida. We do service from basically Sarasota down to Marco Island, but we do provide services from residential re-roofs, tile, metal, shingle, and we also have a ever-expanding commercial division that we recently stood up 2 years ago. That's doing pretty well. So dabble in that arena as well. We do a little bit of solar along with inspections and try to help out however homeowners need.
So basically, you cover it all, right?
Yeah. We
literally.
A little bit of everything.
There we go. So let's back up your story a little bit. How did you get involved in the roofing industry?
Years ago, I worked in the health and fitness industry up in Ohio, and I had one of my top sales guys move to Florida, and he got into the roofing industry after Hurricane Wilma back in 2005. And he had been trying to recruit me for quite a while to come down to Southwest Florida and help him run his business. And, I declined. I said I work in an air-conditioned office and work with beautiful people all day. So roofing and hot weather didn't seem like too attractive to me at the time. But quickly after years of working in the corporate realm, I decided to come down for a vacation and see my guy Mike and take a look at what the industry had to offer. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with Southwest Florida, the water, the people, the weather. It was just a massive change from Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. So that was it. I came on. I helped him start his company and run his company. I learned the ins and outs of the roofing industry, took many lumps along the way and learned many lessons, but eventually moved into starting my own company here at Roman Roofing.
Very nice. And you mentioned, the struggles. Everybody has some type of challenge or obstacle, whether it's a new journey or starting a business. Is there something along your journey that happened that we can kind of look back at now and not necessarily glad we went through it, but you're better off for going through it?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, there's several things, and I mean that podcast would take a month for us to get through it, to be honest with you. But I'd say one of the most valuable things is, relying on other people before actually obtaining our own license early on in our career of just going around trying to partner with people that had licenses and work with other individuals that, they just weren't as motivated as me and my wife. We really wanted to get out and prove to the community that we could provide a good service and do what we say we do and kind of go the other route of what the roofing industry is kind of known for or the construction industry. So early on, it was hard to, try to sell other contractors what our dream and vision was. And the good thing is everybody said no. So we just decided, hey, if we're going to make it happen, we need to go out and obtain our own license and do it on our own 100%. And here we are 9 years later, an Inc. 500 company, one of the most powerful residential roofing contractors in Southwest Florida. And I think we posted up like 82 million in sales last year. So it's been quite a journey for us.
So you've done it the right way. And it's, like you said, I'm from the Midwest myself. So the work ethic is something that we all struggle with down here. It's just, people don't want to work. I guess it's the lifestyle down here, but finding good people is not easy. That is not easy. So are there any myths or maybe misconceptions surrounding what you do that we could clear up for our listeners?
Well, I think the whole industry itself kind of has the low undertones of scamming and conning and that sort of thing, and unfortunately, you're going to have that because you do have individuals that ruin it for everybody. But there's a nice checklist that homeowners can go through to ensure that they are hiring the right contractors and dealing with the right contractors. But um, I think just doing your research and looking out and checking and speaking with members of the community. It's not all about just reviews, but talking to actual people that have had work performed by licensed and insured contractors in the area is the most important. We've seen after this large hurricane come through here, which was only a couple years ago, year and a half ago. We're already re-roofing projects that are less than a year old because of
Wow.
the influx of out-of-state contractors that came in that don't know the codes, that aren't familiar with the products, that are here just for a cash grab. And I think the biggest lesson that the community will learn from that is, you need to be patient and you need to work with locals that have good warranties and put on the best products. If not, you're going to pay twice. And in some circumstances that we've experienced working with homeowners, they've actually paid three times.
Wow. Yeah. And then the important part you just mentioned too is license. There's so many people that storm chase and come down here aren't licensed to do work here in the state and then end up, you said, end up paying
Yeah,
more
and
in the
and
long run.
to touch a little bit on the licensing phase that nobody really talks about is a lot of contractors in the area, they will lease their license out to anybody and everybody and just take a monthly payment from them. So and most of the contractors, in this area, there's a handful of them that they don't even have the license themselves. They are utilizing somebody else's license. So if you see somebody adding and sheet metal or and solar after their name, the following year, it's typically because they change license holders, again. So that's very important. I tell homeowners, like, you need to do your research and find out how long that individual has actually been licensed, and is it his or is he paying for it from somebody else? So it's very important.
Absolutely. Good information right there. So do you notice anything trending in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, one of the largest trending things taking place right now would be the private equity world. I mean, the entire industry is being consolidated as we speak. I mean, you have a lot of big time hitters, a lot of large banks. From I'm not going to go out and utilize any names, but there's hundreds of them that have reached out to us and have already acquired many companies in the area. I know probably 15 companies that are under contract or have already sold. And my connections in the industry, I get a lot of information from other markets like the Texas market, the California market, and it's a big roll up they're doing. So they did it 10 to 12 years ago in the dental industry. They did it 5 to 6 years ago in the HVAC world. And now you're seeing it in the rest of home services, which primarily would be roofing, solar, and then you'll get into pest control and pool services that are being acquired as well. So that's the big trend currently.
Yeah, great, crazy. Stay local. That's the key for sure. So you mentioned being from Ohio originally, loving Southwest Florida and falling in love with it like we all do. Um, when you get a moment of free time, because I know being a business owner can be very demanding, what do you enjoy doing outside of work?
Oh, well, I have three kids. I have Roman, who I named the company after, who is 9 years old. He's actively in baseball, and he likes to swim and go out and collect bugs and do all the things that boys like to do. Um, my son Orion is 5. They're both into running. They log the miles every day, so they'll go out and run their mile every morning before school. So they're into that. And then my youngest is his name is Griffin. He's 3 years old, and he's the reason for all these gray hairs you see right here. So he's a wild child. But other than just being with my lovely wife here and the kids, I have a couple friends that are retired military from tier 1 operators. We do a lot of shooting. We do prep classes and prep courses, camping, hiking. We're into boating, and then I also am part owner in a couple other businesses as well. So a lot of my attention is goes to that. I manage a musician. We just got off tour about a week ago, so he did a 22 state tour. We're in the beverage industry, and then we're also in the firearms industry as well.
Wow, you got a full plate there, but
definitely a full plate. We're busy.
That
you
is
should see
great.
us getting ready for this. We're actually getting ready for the Florida Roofing and Sheet Metal Convention today, and as soon as we're off here, we're heading to Orlando for that. So
very nice, very nice. So, is there one thing you wish our listeners knew about Roman Roofing that maybe they wouldn't be aware of or aren't?
Yeah, other than the products and warranties and services that we provide, that we are locally owned and operated. Me and my wife do own the company. We did name the company after our son Roman. We're active in the company every day. We love what we do. We love building relationships with the community. Some of my best friends right now were previous clients of ours. Were guys that I've done roofing projects for or assisted them with some sort of construction. So just to let them know, like, we're average, normal people like everybody else. Our team is comprised of a lot of locals, a lot of former military veterans. And if you ever want to talk to the owner of the company, you're more than welcome to stop by the office and come in and say hi. It's not, like you got to press 1, then press 9 and press 8, and you're going to get a dial tone. We advise all of our estimators to invite their customers to come to the office or to invite me over to their house and let me kind of tell my story and, explain how we differentiate ourselves from others. So it's a family owned and operated, a lot of friends that work for us, friends and family. And we like to project that off to our clients as well and let them know, like, hey, we understand you're probably going to go through this once or twice in your life. And we want to make sure that we hold your hand through the process from start to finish, and understand that you have confident, educated professionals behind you that will, be there to service you, for whatever your needs are.
Absolutely. I love it. I wish we had more businesses like you here in Southwest Florida. How would our listeners go about contacting you if they had questions?
Yeah, absolutely. Giving the office a call. Babe, what's that number there?
239-458-7663.
And then you can also get on our website and take a look there. It's romanroofinginc.com and romanroofing.com. So, and our offices are located in Cape Coral. What's the address at the new location?
The showroom, 919 Country Club Boulevard.
And that is a new showroom that has, 95% of the products that we offer and sell. So if the clients, you're getting a lot of estimates, you come out and you have guys coming and going from your home. Sometimes they're leaving estimates or leaving samples behind. They're not giving you the full view of what your options are. We encourage everybody to come into our showroom, take a look around, look at all the products, see it, touch it, ask all the questions. We have all the warranty information and products right there on site. So just kind of lets them see visually what it would look like on their home as well. We have little mock-ups all over the place, and we can also guide them to one of the 24,000 projects that we've completed in the area. We have a list of addresses where if they're interested in a product, we've installed it and we can show them on an actual home.
Perfect. Hey, Norm, Lindsey, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Thank you for being such good neighbors, and I hope to see you out in the community soon.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpestero.com. That's gnpestero.com or call 239-296-2621.